Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Love Talks. My name is Chantel, and this channel is all about seeking truth, love, and light through the power of love. All right, so welcome. So today's video will be our Spirit Animal Oracle Weekly Reading for October 24th to October 30th, 2021. And the deck I used is, again, the Medicine Card deck, and I will leave the information for this in the description below. All right, so today's Spirit Animal that came forward after my meditation is when I like to pull my cards for this reading. I just feel most connected when I do this. So today's card that came out was the Prairie Dog. Okay, and the message of the Prairie Dog is retreat. And I'm just going to read you the little poem in this in the book that comes with the Medicine Card deck, because the poems are my favorite part. Prairie Dog calls me when it's time to rest, when it's time to honor the eternal quest. I go into retreat so I may see a way to replenish the potential in me. So that poem pretty much sums up the whole energy of the Prairie Dog right there. I don't know about everyone else, but this definitely resonates with me. I feel like last week the energies were really intense. I don't know if anyone else was feeling that way. Just intense energy, good or bad. It was just intense regardless. And lately I've been feeling a little depleted, a little bit down and out. So it's interesting that this card pulled up today, because I think it's necessary not only for myself, but if anyone else resonates with this energy or is feeling kind of the same type of energy, this is the card for you today. The Prairie Dog is all about retreating, right? The strength of this medicine is knowing when and how to replenish your life force. Know when to charge forward and when to retreat, okay? So we live in this chaotic world where we're so go, 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 go. I mean, especially if you have kids or a demanding job or a demanding life period, we tend as a society and humanity to just keep going, and we don't ever stop and take breaks or time out, because again, as I was saying in my last video, it's almost a little bit selfish, or people feel guilty when they stop, when they just stop. I know I do. I feel immense guilt when I just take a day off and do nothing. It's like I don't have time to take a day off and do nothing, but it's so necessary, right? So when you take this time off, the idea of it is to seek self-empowerment in silence and inactivity. I know that this is so hard to do for everyone. Maybe you can't take a full day to retreat, I mean, I think ideally the Prairie Dog message is to take a full day to yourself. I know that's not possible for everyone. I know it's even hard for myself to do something like that. So whatever you can do, even if it's small increments, okay? So what I'm saying is, maybe for a full week, you take a full hour every evening or every morning, whatever works best for your lifestyle. And you just take that time to retreat, and keep doing this until your cup feels replenished, until you feel fulfilled again, until you feel like you have that energy, life force in you again, right? So if you can't take a full day, maybe try just taking an hour or two, again, like in the morning or night. And what does that look like? To me personally, I think it's important for people to isolate themselves, you really want to be around just your own energy. And again, I know if you have a family, you have kids, a husband, a wife, a demanding job, it's very hard to do this. So little things that I like to do, you could go for a nice hour walk by yourself. You could take a nice hour salt bath by yourself. You could read in your bedroom by yourself or go somewhere in silence to meditate. You know, there's lots of little things you can do to take that retreat time, okay? So, and also just switch up your routine a bit. Like, for example, myself, it's very hard. My routine is I work, I come home, I take care of my dogs, cook, clean, shower, bed, you know, so it's really hard. So anything, any little things you can do. So for example, for me, if I have like 3 loads of laundry to fold, you know what, they can wait one more day. Instead of taking that hour to fold all that laundry, I'm just going to just leave it for one more day, and then I'm just going to go sit and give myself a timeout for an hour. Go have that bath I want, you know. It will be there tomorrow. The world isn't going to end if that one thing isn't done, you know? So another message from the prairie dog that kind of ties in with everything I'm saying is like, have you been putting your needs at the bottom of the barrel? Have you been putting everyone else's needs ahead of you before your own needs? I mean, it's so easy to do that. It's so easy to do that at work and at home. Again, especially if you live with other people or you have a family or again, that demanding job. It's so easy to put other people's needs ahead of yourself, especially if you're an empathic person such as myself. I never put my needs first. I will literally put myself at the bottom of the barrel, and that's not healthy, and that's not healthy for anyone to do. So we need to be reminded by the beautiful spirit animal of Prairie Dog that it's okay to put your needs at the top of the list. It's okay. Everything else can just be put to the side for now, and it will be there when you're ready to come back to it, okay? And ask for help if you can. You know, if you have a situation where you can ask for help, ask for help. If you're not in that situation, then you just need to let things go and be okay that they're going to be there when you get back to it, okay? So Prairie Dog teaches us that in order to access gifts of inspiration and renewal, you must be at peace with yourself and rest enough to recognize the blessings being offered. That is so true. When your cup is empty, I know when my cup gets empty, every little thing gets to me. I feel depleted. I feel uninspired, unmotivated. I feel low, you know, when my cup is empty, I feel it. So if you're not filling your cup back up, you know, you're going to miss all the gifts in life and everything, all your whole potential, all your empowerment, you know, like it's like your vehicle, you know, when that gas tank is empty, that truck or car you're driving isn't going to move, you know. It's no different with our own spiritual and physical body. It's the same thing. When our gas tank is on empty, that's where we're not moving, we're not going, we're not doing, you know. So it's so important to just fill your gas back up so you can make that long journey or that long trip, you know. Remember, pushing too hard can create resistance. So the prairie dog is also saying if you're also in a situation where you're maybe butting heads with someone or just butting heads with your job or a family situation or whatever, when you're constantly doing this, you're going to tire yourself out. And when you're pushing too hard, it's going to create resistance. So take a step back from that and just, again, look within, take that time within, and when you're ready and you're refueled, then you can go back and look at that situation, and who knows, you might have a whole different perspective. You might not even care, it might not even bother you, or you might have another way of going around the situation to fix it, right? So that's just another reminder that the prairie dog is telling us. And before I go, I just wanted to quickly read the prairie dog message from this book, Animal Spirit Guides. I just got this book this weekend, so I'm in love. Okay, so I just want to quickly read what this says, and then if any of this resonates with you, cool, learn from it, grow from it. So if prairie dog shows up, it means take some time for yourself, such as a retreat or a day of silence, in order to recharge your batteries and get a fresh look at the situation at hand. Increase the amount of vegetables in your diet and try a vegetarian diet for a few days and note any differences you may feel. You've been pushing too hard in the situation and meeting resistance all the way. So step back from it and give it a rest so you can get a fresh perspective. Discernment is called for in this situation as to when to push forward or when to retreat. Okay, so it's kind of wraps up everything I've kind of been talking about, minus the diet. Sometimes your battery can be on empty, your gas tank can be on empty if you are not fueling your mental and physical and spiritual body with the right foods, right? So if you're eating nothing but garbage, you're going to feel like garbage all the time, right? So I think the prairie dog is also just trying to let us know that when you want to refuel your tank, maybe the best thing to do is just to eat more high vibrational foods, eat more vegetables, fresh fruit, and just incorporate that into your cooking when you are retreating and trying to fill up your gas tank again, so to speak. So call out prairie dog when you're feeling isolated and in need of some companionship. You've been burning the candle at both ends and need to take a break from it all, becoming completely exhausted. You're feeling overwhelmed with responsibilities by the tasks at hand and you don't seem to be making any progress. There's something bugging you, but you have no clue what it is, so you need some time to dig it in and analyze it in order to understand what it is, okay? So that's when you can call on the prairie dog when you're feeling those emotions, and you can just sit in meditation and ask for that spirit animal to come forward and help you through whatever you may be going through, whatever challenges you need guidance with, right? So spirit animals are always there for us. And also our angels and guides and our archangels, creator. I mean, the list can go on. They're all here to help us and they all want to help us, but because we all have free will, you have to ask for the help, okay? So don't feel silly. Just when you're in retreat, you sit there and you just ask for help and guidance to refill your cup. It's so important. You cannot give to others if you are empty yourself, okay? So I really hope that this message resonated with you today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Blessed be to everyone. And just remember, love talks.